Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to our presentation. So here, me Bahariati Ilmi Abadiah along with my partner Fanindya, Nurul, Meydinah, and Stesia, Salma, Agrifanty would like to present about public relation ethics issues. But first of all, let me explain about what is ethics first. So ethics is the principles and standards that guide the conduct of PR professionals in their interactions with clients, stakeholders, the public, and the media. There are 6 ethics points that we are going to talk about today. So there are honesty, openness, loyalty, impartiality, respect, and integrity. And we're going to explain it one by one and give example of the issue. Okay, we are going to explain it one by one, starting from me, and I'm going to explain about honesty. So, honesty in public relations refer to the ethical principle of communicating truthfully and accurately with the public and stakeholders. Honesty is important in PR because it builds trust, enhances credibility, maintains positive relationships, fulfills ethical responsibilities, ensures legal compliance. So, in honesty, we have an issue called Volkswagen's emission scandal in 2015. So the background about this scandal is Volkswagen is a well-known car manufacturer based in Germany. Volkswagen had been cheating on emissions tests for their diesel vehicles in 2015. Emissions tests are conducted to measure the amount of pollutant released by vehicles to ensure they meet environmental regulations. However, during normal driving, the program set in the cars of Volkswagen stated a lower emissions when they actually emitted pollutants at levels that is much higher than allowed by regulations. From this case, we can learn that Volkswagen lied to their customers and even the government's regulation. So in this case, Volkswagen's PR team initially denied any intentional wrongdoing at first and claimed that the discrepancies in emission levels were due to the technical issues and not deliberate manipulation. However, as investigations progressed, it was clear that they were intentionally cheating, so they had to change their approach and deal with the situation more transparently, as well as taking immediate action for this. First, Volkswagen's CEO resigned, and the company launched an internal investigation to uncover the extent of the manipulation and implement necessary changes. The PR team focused on communicating these measures to the public, demonstrating their commitment to rectifying the issue and preventing future occurrences. However, the initial denial and attempts to mislead the public severely damaged Volkswagen's reputation. So the company faced lawsuits, fines, and a significant decline in sales as trust in the brand eroded. The scandal serves as a reminder that honesty is such an important ethics in PR. And then moving on to the next point, which is openness. Openness pertains to the willingness to share information and being transparent about relevant matters. Or in short, openness is being transparent, accessible, and communicative. So openness is important in public relation because it promotes transparency, facilitates effective crisis management, enhances employee engagement, as well as enables proactive issue management. And in openness, we found an issue called Facebook Cambridge Analytica scandal in 2018. So we know that Facebook is a very popular social media platform used by millions of people worldwide. However, in 2018, it was discovered that a company called Cambridge Analytica had access to personal data of millions of Facebook users without their permission. This data was then used for political advertising purposes during the United States presidential election. So Facebook PR team dealt with the problem by first acknowledging the issue. The PR team admitted that a mistake had been made and acknowledged the seriousness of the situation. And second, they publicly apologizing and taking responsibility for not adequately protecting user data by emphasizing their commitment to addressing the problem and preventing similar incidents in the future. And then they also enhance privacy controls. In this case, the PR team communicated efforts to improve privacy controls and give users more control over their data. They introduced new features and settings that allowed users to manage their privacy preferences more easily. And last but not least, they also worked on transparency and communication. By addressing the issue openly and taking steps to improve data privacy and user control, Facebook's PR team aimed to regain trust and rebuild the company's reputation. The situation highlighted the importance of um, openness in public relations. It serves as a reminder that PR professionals should prioritize building trust and maintain open communication with the public, especially when handling sensitive issues such as data privacy. And that's all from me. We are going to move to the next points, which is going to be presented by Fanindya and Nurul.
Right, thank you, Ilmi. And now I would like to explain the next ethics value, which is loyalty. So in loyalty, it involves the responsibility of PR professionals to maintain loyalty to their clients or organizations while also upholding ethical standards and the public interest. So why loyalty is important in public relations? It is very important because it helps to build trust with the public, and also it fosters long-term relationships, promotes ethical decision making, and the last one is to ensure consistency and reliability in public relation efforts. All right, in this slide, I would like to explain one of the example of loyalty issues in loyalty. So Bell Pottinger, a PR firm that is based in the UK, was hired by the Gupta family in South Africa. The Gupta family, who had close ties with the South African government, wanted Bell Pottinger to manage their public image. However, Bell Pottinger became involved in a scandal due to their questionable actions. It was revealed that Bell Pottinger had engaged in a campaign that aimed to manipulate public opinion and also create divisions in South Africa. Therefore, the PR team was accused of exploiting racial tensions and spreading false information to protect the Gupta family from corruption allegations. After the issue was emerged, the PR team dealt the problem by first, in response to the backlash, the PR team had to address the problem by publicly acknowledge their mistakes, and they recognized that their loyalty to the Gupta family had compromised ethical considerations. The second action is the PR team launched an internal investigations to know and understand the extent of their involvement in the issue. After that, based on the findings, they took disciplinary actions against employees that involved in the campaign and also implemented stricter ethical guidelines to prevent similar incidents happens in the future. The last action they took was by rebuilding the trust. The PR team focused to rebuilding the trust by demonstrating transparency, by doing open communications with the public to express their commitment to doing ethical practices. By learning this case, we know that the controversy surrounding Bell Pottinger and the Gupta family highlighted the importance of loyalty in public relations. It served as a reminder that loyalty should never override ethical considerations, and PR professionals have a responsibility to uphold integrity and responsible communication. All right, now let's talk about the fourth ethical value, which is impartiality. So what is impartiality? In short, it refers to being fair, unbiased, and neutral. So it asks for um, objective opinions. Why it is important in PR? Because it helps the PR to enhances credibility and trust with the public, ensures balanced representation, fosters positive stakeholder relation, and also fulfills ethical responsibilities. Okay. We found one issue in regarding of impartiality, which is called Edelman scandal. So Edelman, which is a big firm that is they hired by a company called Walmart to improve their public image in 2006. However, later it was discovered that Edelman had engaged in unethical practices that compromised their impartiality. It was revealed that Edelman had created a fake blog called Walmarting Across America. The blog appeared to be created by a couple traveling and sharing positive experiences at Walmart stores. However, it was later discovered that Edelman had actually organized the blog on behalf of Walmart without disclosing their involvement. So how the PR team of Edelman dealt with the problem? The first one, they immediately taking responsibility by publicly acknowledge their mistakes and express regret for compromising impartiality. The second action is was Edelman work on transparency and corrective measures to address the problem. Not only apologize, but also they also a pledge to uphold higher ethical standards moving forward. The third action is the PR team focused on rebuilding trust by demonstrating a commitment to impartiality and transparency by engaging in open communication with the public. So what we can learn from this case is the controversy surrounding Edelman and Walmart highlighted the importance of impartiality in public relation practices. It served as a reminder that PR professionals should maintain their integrity and provide unbiased information to the public. The incident led to significant consequences for both companies and emphasized the need for ethical decision making in the PR industry. Okay, that's all from me, and I would like to give the place and time to Stesia to explain the next ethical value.
All right, so thank you, Fanin, for the opportunity. So here I would like to explain about the next public relations ethics, which is respect and integrity. And the first one, I would like to explain about respect. So what is respect? Respect is about how we treat all individuals with considerations and feeling of deep admiration for someone by their abilities. Our needs to have respect ethics it because it can foster positive relationships to the public and then build trust and credibility, upholds ethical standards, and enables active listening. And here we found an issue in respect. It is about Uber scandal on harassing one of the engineers. And it happens firstly, Susan Fowler, a former engineer at Uber, shared her experiences of sexual harassment and discrimination within the company in a blog post in February 2017. Her account highlighted a toxic workplace culture at Uber and raised broader concerns about gender discriminations in the tech industry. And here, how the public relations team can try to cope with the problem. The public relations team at the Uber faced a significant challenge in managing the fallout from Susan Fowler's allegations.
They try to cope with the problems by the first one is giving acknowledgement and apology. The public relations of Uber issued an apology and recognized the needs for immediate actions to address the issues raised and regain public trust. The second one is conducting internal investigations. Uber initiated an internal investigations to uncover the extent of the issues, identifies area for improvement, and recommend necessary changes to the company's policies and practices. The third one is emphasizing transparency and accountability. The public relations team emphasized transparency throughout the investigations to foster a more respectful and inclusive work environment. The next one is policy reforms and cultural changes. Based on the investigation's recommendations, Uber can implement a series of policy reforms and cultural changes. It, it is included the implementations of training programs, the departure of several high-level executives implicated in the misconduct, and the introductions of measures to promote diversity and inclusion within the organizations. And then the last one, they can learn more from this case and improve to prevent some in the future. This case serves as a reminder of the ethical imperative for organizations to uphold respect in their interactions and policies. It emphasizes the importance of fostering an inclusive and respectful workplace cultures that values and supports all individuals, irrespective of their gender or background. And then the last point of ethic, which is integrity. So here, integrity means to being true to one's word and acting ethically. It is important to have integrity as a public relations professional because it can uphold ethical responsibilities, aids in reputations management, ensures consistency and reliability, and the last one is strengthens stakeholders relations. Here, we found issues regarding to integrity. It is called Enron scandal. Enron was an energy company in the United States that experiences a major scandal in the early 2000s, and it was revealed that Enron had engaged in fraudulent financial practices, including hiding debts and manipulating financial statements. These unethical actions led to this company's collapse and caused significant financial losses. And here, the public relations team dealt with the problem by the first one, they took responsibility. The public relations take the responsibility for their role in promoting false informations. They acknowledge their failure to maintain integrity and recognize the damage caused by their actions. And then the second one is they become more open in communications and transparency. The public relations team worked on rebuilding trust by engaging in open communications and transparency. They provide accurate and truthful information about the company's financial situations, accepting the responsibility for the deceptions that had occurred. Here, the scandal highlighted the importance of maintaining integrity and providing transparent information to stakeholders. I think our presentations is enough. After we discuss, we can conclude that it is important for public relations professional to implement the six ethics that have been discussed, including honesty, openness, loyalty, impartiality, respect, and integrity to serve the ethical public relations campaign. So I think that's all from us about ethics in public relations. Thank you and wassalamualaikum.